Exercise 2. Open, view, and save a presentation. Part of the PowerPoint 2007 Exam Prep Guide, brought to you by Shiftkey Solutions. In this exercise, we'll be looking at our orientation PowerPoint slideshow and looking at the different ways of navigating through our slideshow. And then we'll be saving our PowerPoint slideshow. So let's begin. So here I am on slide 1. And I want to navigate through this just to review some of the slides. The first thing I always look at when open a slideshow is in the bottom left corner in my status bar. It tells me how many slides are in my slideshow. And right now I can see that there are 8 slides. Now to navigate through this, here in my slide pane, if I click inside here one time and I can use my wheel on my mouse, if I wheel down I can see that I can navigate through my slides accordingly. Now I can also cursor over and point to my slides pane over here, and I can do the same thing without moving the slide I'm on. Right now I'm on slide 7. If I use my mouse wheel to wheel up, I can preview the thumbnails in my slide panes. And then when I get to the one I'd like to be on, I can click on this one. Another thing that's important to notice is that as you cursor over any one of these slides, you get a screen tip that tells you the name of that slide. That name happens to correspond with the title placeholder in that slide. So if you have a slide that does not have a title content placeholder, it simply won't have a name. However, it's nice to have these so you can navigate or instruct folks as to where to go to a particular slide. Now if I come here to slide 8, I can also use the arrow keys on my keyboard. I can arrow key up and navigate to those slides. Pretty simple. Now the last thing I'll show you that you may have learned in previous exercises for other programs is to move our current slide to slide 1. And that's going to be done with a keystroke. It may be a familiar keystroke for you, but we're going to press Control Home. And it takes me to the first slide. And then if I want to move to the last slide in my slide deck, I can press Control End. It moves me to the last slide. Pretty simple. So I'm going to come back to slide 1. And then I'm going to save this. I'm going to give it a new name. Right now it's the Orientation PowerPoint Slideshow. I want to give it a new name by adding my first and last name at the end of the file name. So I'm going to come to my Office button, go to Save As, and then PowerPoint Presentation. After my Save As dialog box appears, I'm going to make sure that I'm in correct folder. I'm going to navigate to my Student Files folder, which is inside my Student Data Files folder on my desktop. Once I'm there, I'm going to put my first and last name in the file name after orientation. And when I'm done, I'm going to verify the Save As type, which is a PowerPoint presentation. And then I'm going to click Save. Well, that was easy. That concludes exercise 2, open, view, and save a presentation. Thanks for joining me. Next will be exercise 3, edit and replace text in normal view.